1.
We don't have any soundboard, so that's me being a soundboard. We'll get a soundboard one day.
We've got a soundboard, it's right there.
Well, we don't have
There's no sounds on
to
it,
know
though,
that
it's-
yeah, we don't have any sounds on there, but one day we'll get
Well, there is a sound on there.
We'll have 8
See that red
SoundCloud-
button? See how it's like lit up red?
That's our intro, is it?
Yeah, that's the intro song now.
Ding it again. We'll have 8 SoundCloud rappers on there just ready to go.
Just like on hot, like
Yeah,
fucking
just-
hot dial.
That's right.
Speed
Just
dial.
8 SoundCloud rappers. Nothing. If they don't have, they've got to have less than 100 views on their song. Otherwise, I don't want.
Yeah. Over 100 songs, but less than 100 plays.
Oh, whoa, gee, that's dedication.
That's dedication.
At what point
man.
into that does someone
Fucking
tap you on the shoulder and go, bruh?
Bro, come on, man. Fucking.
At what point do you be like, let the dream die?
Yeah, exactly.
Have you ever seen that the guys from America, they're hell popular just because of how ridiculous it is. I can't think of what their names, but the only thing I always think of, because me and Proctor always say it to each other, is they're like rapping about, yeah, I got this many guns, I got 400 guns, and he's like, I got 400 houses and 400 mouses.
Really? I haven't seen that.
Oh, bro, I'll find it for you.
Yeah,
after. It's
find it.
hilarious.
So,
We're here.
episode number 50. We're here.
big
1
50.
year.
Who would have thought? I was in the Workaholics podcast. They said that it takes about 40 episodes to get good. I don't agree with that, bro. I reckon
Took us one.
Ep 00, which we've written off since Ep 00, which is why we called it 00.
Yeah, because we
We've
knew
been
we had
fucking-
zero talent in it.
We've been hot. Well, yeah, but we've been fucking spitting hot fire on these
I
mics,
feel
I
like
reckon.
I feel like in this from 1 to 50, you can see some bit of like a linear progression, but then I feel like it kind of flatlined.
Yeah.
Like we didn't get any worse. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
which is always a plus.
which is
right?
always a plus. Yeah, like-
But we had some of our biggest guests like early in the piece as well. Like, and obviously
Yeah.
we're only going to go bigger, and we've had some bullshit with our fucking technical stuff in the last couple of weeks, and obviously there was the house move and everything in there that kind of threw a spanner. But for our first 50 episodes, I was talking to Erica on the way here about some of the guests we had. Obviously Mel telling us her story about her accident, or Blaze coming on the podcast talking about everything with her dad.
Yeah,
Like, they were
that
all
was still
in
one of
that
my
first
favorite
sort of-
chats with Blaze.
Oh,
Like
bro.
that was such a it just went everywhere. Like it went, all right, we're talking about fucking horses, and we're talking about fucking bushfires and OnlyFans and fucking her dad, and
Yeah.
just all this shit. Like it was really good, man. I really enjoyed that episode.
That's one of my favorites for sure, man.
Yeah.
That's right up there. It was such an intense couple of hours, but it went so quickly. Obviously, just if you hear that noise in the microphone, it's just Rookie being a fuckwit in the background. So
What are you actually doing?
what wouldn't be a 50th anniversary if we
Yeah.
didn't have the absolute
Without the
Dougs
Rook
in the
Master.
fucking in the background. Now so this episode we're obviously just going to have a little chat about the history, talk about who has commented on the competition that we ran, and talk about what their favourite times were, and obviously spark off that. It's not going to be a massive episode though, because we've got a double sort of episode today. Tell us what we're doing after we get through. Tell the people.
Tell the peeps
what we're doing after we finish this little.
So basically,
walk down memory
we're gonna talk about what's going on, and some of everyone's favorite times and whatnot. Then we're gonna announce the winner for the merch competition, and then we're gonna have a few rounds of beer pong.
Oh yeah,
because we've been lining. I think we've said it a few times now. We're
This
like, we
was
need to fucking.
Yeah, episode 3, we're like, all right, at
we need
50,
to
we're doing
fucking
a
play.
live
Yeah,
beer pong
yeah,
game.
yeah.
And then we've tried to do this episode for like 3 weeks now.
Yeah, and
I
it's
had to
been-
bail on one, you had to bail on one, and then now we're finally
here.
But
Yeah.
good things come to those who wait.
It's exactly right, and it's all smooth. It's all good. So I think we should get it kicking off. What do you reckon?
Have a chat.
Should we go through about what people said?
Well-
There's one off the top of the dome that someone commented on, right?
Yep.
And that was the shapes tier list.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that?
Right?
Who would have thought that was the thing that stuck out in someone's mind? Like,
Yeah,
what a
I know,
fucking
right?
Throwaway conversation.
It's so
But I
odd
think
because
I think it shows you how patriotic people are about their shapes in Australia.
people really do get
I
fired
don't
up.
realise
about
how
their
much
shapes.
that is a kitchen cupboard staple in
Because-
Australian homes.
Because we were talking about how we thought it was a marketing ploy about with the whole thing about shapes, how they were like, yeah, no, we're changing the flavour. Then they had a bit of an uprise. They got a bit of publicity. And then they probably never even changed the flavour. It was the placebo effect. Like,
Oh, well, no, well, they did take the dust off a couple of them, and that
they took the dust off.
people couldn't fucking rack those lines of that dust.
Yeah,
and
well, look, it's all about the dust.
the
isn't it?
lines of the dust you've been sniffing. The shit is for my aunt's
So,
hose.
all right. So, has anything changed for you in terms of top tier number one shape for you, or what? What's the deal?
I don't even remember what I said, but I think it's still barbecue, if that's what I said.
Barbecue. If that's what I said.
I think so. I don't know. See, that's the thing. Like pizza and barbecue are real close.
Man, they
It used to be crimpies when I was a kid, but I kind of smashed so many crimpies that like I decrimpified myself.
Yeah,
Now I saw
over-crimpified.
that chicken drumsticks were on their way back. Now those fucking defeat all for me. They even destroy every single shape flavor.
You just that into
Dixie
the
drumsticks,
Really?
like the little pockets of fucking flavoursome air.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I was
fuck with
talking to somebody recently about tubes. You know how tubes have come back?
Yeah, they're not the same.
Never been a huge tubes man.
Someone told me that they taste like tomato, and after I ate one, and I said that too. But when you actually eat one with the understanding that it tastes like tomato, think of them as you know the atomic tomato chips.
Yeah.
If you ate those two next to each other, very similar. Obviously, one is way more tomatoey, but whatever that flavor is, fuck yeah. That someone said it to me the other night, and then I ate one after they said it, and I fucking believe it. So it's got some sort of hint of
Now
that.
I'm gonna have to get them.
Obviously, it's like a fake tomato. It's not like it doesn't taste like you bite
real
into a
tomato.
fucking cherry.
Yeah.
But that like imitation tomato flavor that they put on those Samboy chips, that's similar to the dust.
Yeah, right. Okay. I always thought tubes were kind of never thought they were bad.
Cheezels, yeah.
No, I never thought they were bad. I just thought they were a little bit flavorless.
How are they flavorless?
They just flavorless, like compared to everything else.
You've got cheezels,
Do you know what?
which are literally
do you know what really rocked my socks though?
What?
The
Are we going into a chip tier list now?
No. There's no tier list.
Okay.
It was the
Sounding kind of teary.
No. There's this sounded kind of teary.
Teary me.
Teary me. Fucking hell. It was the Samboy salt and vinegar. Those things had flavor. You could punch a fucking...
Bro, any salt and vinegar can fucking chew me off, dude.
Real. You're one of them losers. You don't like salt and vinegar?
No. What? And Erica loves it, but I would rather
So
shit in my
good.
hand and clap. Yeah, there you go. Here we are.
Yeah, you'd rather have fucking... You'd rather have tubes. That's
These are the bacon and cheddar. No, they can fuck off. I
Bacon
thought it
and
was the honey
cheddar?
soy.
Yeah, I
Let's
thought they
get
were
these
honey
ones
soy
up
as
for the
well.
camera.
Yeah, get
Weren't that
those bad boys.
spicy?
Oh, yeah, I actually think they're fucking really good.
I'm going to eat one right now. Here we go. Carolina Reaper. Now, I've eaten Carolina Reaper sauce. It's definitely not that hot.
Oi, should we go get Carolina Reaper sauce and actually... Should we go dip it in Carolina Reaper sauce?
Oh, you know what? It's the 50th episode, bro. Let's fucking do it.
We weren't going to do it.
I know, but what would the people want to see? If you were listening to this right now and then we said that and didn't do it, we're bitches, dude.
Yeah, true. But we're going to let someone else put it on.
Okay. Small intermission, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to bring in Roadie Rookie. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Roadie Rookie.
Woo!
Wearing his Ghost Inside jacket, looking very good.
He's gonna fuck me over.
And by Ghost Inside, I mean he was the ghost inside the Elizabeth Shopping Centre during Corona to buy that from JJ's. That was pretty good. I'm happy with that, actually. I'll pay myself that one.
All right.
Went to see Ghost, just in the jail cell, now the Ghost is inside.
Oh, yes, jizzed in the jail cell. That has to be one of
that was
my
actually
favourite.
yeah.
I want him to tell it on stage so bad, but he's like, oh, I don't want to fucking just like decline to dick jokes. I'm like, dude, dick jokes have got me where I got in my career,
Hang on, just look
which is not very far.
at it. It's going to be much easier if we do this.
No, put it in the lid and then dip it in.
Put it in the lid. Yeah.
No,
put
no,
it in the
no,
lid.
no, no, no,
Put it in the
no,
lid.
no, no. Pour some in the lid and then just dip the end in the lid of your knob and then see how that goes. Oh, I don't know I think I told this on the podcast, but yeah, where I dipped my finger in it, then must have like rubbed my ear later.
Oh, did you
And then I
really?
said to my boss, I was like, man, are your ears supposed to be burning after you've eaten it? And he's like, did you put your finger in your ear? And I'm like, oh, fuck.
All right, just so people can see, there is
Some
sauce
jizzy.
in-
Oh, it's soaked it in too. It's gone see-through.
I'm really
But
gonna fucking
to
go
finish that
balls
story
deep.
quickly before we eat it, so I've touched my ear and everyone's laughing at me because I'm a dickhead. And then one of the other
we go.
managers has come back from the toilet like 20 minutes later and he's like, I fucking touched the end of my knob before I washed my hands, and like the whole floor just erupted because now he's got a Carolina Reaper dick. Good fun. All right, are we got to cheers it.
We
Not that
gotta
anyone's gonna be
fucking
able to see
cheers it.
but
We gotta cheers
they
it.
can tell.
All right. So people can't. Oh, it's not fucking focusing. Whatever. Get the idea. There's fucking chili sauce on it. So
There's fucking
Reaper sauce on a Reaper chip. Let's go.
See you on the other side. No, it's all right. I wonder if beer is actually good for... I don't think it is. Doesn't help. Oh,
She kicks a little bit.
yeah.
Oh, she's
Like
bucking.
the beer. All right.
It's bucking.
Oh, that just definitely put it all around my mouth instead of located it. What?
Mine's hyper located to the back of my throat.
Which is where they mostly sit. Hey. Yeah, that's hot. Speaking of
too
hot
bad.
things, let's talk about some hot button issues. And
Right.
by that I mean people's favourite other moments.
Favorite other moments? Yeah. So
So-
So
What did I just
Shapes.
say?
Yep.
Shapes was one.
So
What
Shapes
did I
was
just
one of
say?
them.
Rookies jizz in the jail cell.
Rookies jizzing in the jail cell. Yeah, that was really good.
You know that song, that old school song, like "Smoking in the Boys' Room"? Do you remember that song? Like a how old one?
No, smoking in the boys' room.
Yeah, it's like an old, like fucking 60s song where they're talking about smoking at school. It's a
Yeah,
how
okay.
old song.
Yeah.
But every time I think of jizzing in the jail cell, I think of smoking in the boys' room. Jizzing in the jail cell.
Jizzing in the
Should be a
jail
song. I think
cell.
we'll have to make it one. That's burning
Yeah,
the
man.
fuck out of me right
It's
now.
fucking kicking.
Oh.
It's a buck and bronco, bro.
No, we need these for beer pong.
Shit is absolutely bucking.
That was a pretty good effort. And it just moved the chili around more. All right, so
All right, let's roll back
shout
into
out
it.
to Mr. Slattery. You've been a fucking day one.
Yeah, shout out to
Day
Aaron,
one
man.
chief.
What a legend.
My favourite part was every time you talk about you guys do mental health. Mental health holds the majority of my life and holds up the majority of my life. And it was you guys that gave me the push to get mine checked out. If you two didn't talk about mental health, I don't know if I would have actually checked myself in when I went to the clinic. Keep up the great work, lads.
That's really cool, man. That's actually really cool. You're getting fucked up, man.
Well, Skull and Beers
Oh,
on top of
dude.
that has not helped. Diego, sweaty.
Yeah, I'm
That
starting to
is,
fucking sweat a little bit too.
That label's not lying.
I don't think it's the chip though.
Have you watched many of Hot Ones?
Yeah, a few actually.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's such a good...
I would love to go on that show. If we're sitting here fucking indulging in this, man, that's how many fucking Scovilles are we talking?
Oh,
does it-
give us
does
the Scoville rating.
Does it have the units on here or what?
It
Like,
has to.
it's not a fucking real hot sauce without the fucking units on here.
Here's me. I prefer hanging out in
Bro.
Broville, but
No units.
no units.
No
Except
units.
just me and you on the podcast.
Well, guess what? It's not real then.
Yeah, we'll throw that in the bin.
It just says caution extremely hot.
Well, that was accurate. Yeah, that's
Wait,
hot as fuck.
could you Google that and find out what?
Yeah,
that is?
if you can get us a Scoville check,
Yeah, someone get us the Scoville check.
someone give us a Scoville.
Someone give us a direct Scoville checker.
Can we get a Scoville check on I or my mouth is completely fucked?
Now boarding flights to Scoville check, California. California.
California. California.
What the fuck's California?
Yeah, aloe vera is what I need.
Scoville's
because
got
I'm
me
burning.
fucking mixing up my fucking countries and cities, mate.
ScoMo. You're thinking of ScoMo.
ScoMo,
Yeah, right,
Scomavornia. So
Scomavornia.
so Aaron was talking about we're totally fucking off
Oh,
topic
bro,
now.
this is so off the
It's
rails. Doesn't
totally
matter.
off the
Everyone's loving
rails
this,
now.
bro. Everyone's enjoying. They languish in our pain, you know.
They do.
And I would too. Watching this back, I'm going to enjoy watching me suffer.
I love self-deprivation. So
It's one of my favorite things.
So yeah, Aaron was saying that the mental health aspect, he's really enjoyed that, and I've actually had a lot of people say similar. Like, and
Oh, yeah.
personally, I've really enjoyed it too, because even Lizzie's noticed, like, after coming here or like just chatting with you or chatting with the Full Tilt board, what was it? Bloody
Next step.
next step. My bad. And bloody that is,
Right,
Reaper's got me
there's
fucked up,
Reapers.
man. Reaper's got me fucking thinking backwards, bro.
Don't fear the Reaper.
Fuck. 1.5 million. Shit.
Hopefully that's my crypto account soon.
Fuck it,
Boom.
yeah, that'd be nice. Hey, crypto's cruising. But anyway, yeah, it always makes me fucking feel good, bro. It always makes me feel good. And when we're feeling good from the chats, then hopefully, other people are feeling really good too. Yeah, it's just got me that fucked
Yeah,
up. I
you
can't
couldn't
even read.
That's the thing. You were looking at the label and you were seeing 4 bottles, and you're like, "Man, really doesn't have it on
I'm
here."
just seeing a caution sign. Like, I don't know the fuck.
You're like 1.5 trillion
Trillion.
Scovilles.
$1 million.
Yeah, it's absolutely for me too. I think that's been the thing that I've enjoyed the most overall about the podcast is the whole mental health aspect. I love chatting the conspiracies. I love fucking just hearing people's stories. But for me, because of the getting myself thinking about it more and being more conscious of it, then having the conversations, having guests on to have the conversations, and then getting the feedback from people. Like, that's the most feedback we've had is about how we've even been able to directly impact people just with our podcast, which is never something I imagined in a million
not
years.
at all.
Like, I expected it to be something that people found funny, found relatable, but I didn't expect it to be something that people would honestly say, your podcast has gotten me through a tough time. That's been the most mind-blowing thing for me, and has really given me all the drive not that I wasn't already 100,000% on this fucking podcast train from when we started it because of how fun it was.
Yeah.
But now realizing the potential to actually positively impact someone's life has just made it all the more sweeter to spend the effort, the money.
Man, it's got him fucked up as well. Jesus. Got him fucked up.
It's it's something where it just makes it all the more worthwhile, spending the time.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Not planning episodes, but doing them, coming here and doing it. So
we will start planning. We will start planning.
Well, maybe. We'll see what happens.
It's
We'll start winging it. Hey, look, when we don't wing it, we end up eating Carolina Reaper and making fucking amazing content. So I can't. That's a fucking TikTok clip there. Us eating Carolina Reaper for sure, dude.
For sure.
Get the people listening.
Get them listening.
I did put up that clip of me dipping in the hot sauce from last time as well, and that got a fair bit of and that was poorly shot on a phone camera. So imagine what this crystal clear Cheeto bomb is going to do.
Welcome to our new podcast, Hot Holes.
Hot Holes.
Hot Holes. Yeah, show me that. Show me where is it? Oh, literally on the bottom. Hold a sec. Yeah, the camera.
Oh, dude, that's
it's not focusing. There you go. 1.5 million.
That's about as much in the direct line of your site, looking at the label as it.
Yeah, but I was looking for like the small font.
Oh,
you know
okay.
What I mean?
Not the holy.
Not the one that's in the front, but.
All right, we'll keep.
So
keep rolling
let's
with
keep moving. Let's keep moving.
The next one was from Lizzie. It said, "This podcast is garbage. I cannot wait for you guys to get cancelled. I'm sick of the conspiracies."
And Ryan wherever.
You're shit in bed. My favorite guest was Mark Ryan because he's better in bed. Not only was it a very deep episode, but the maturity of the whole discussion on mental health was amazing. Suicide is not an easy topic to talk about, but it needs to have the light shown on it, in which you guys did by talking about it and also allowing Mark Ryan a platform to talk. I admire you and Ryan so much for the open discussions you have on mental health, because people need to know that men can talk about their pain too, and men can reach out and seek help too. So really just adds on to what we were saying before, and I think that's been what we aim to do more than anything, was to show that it's not easy, but it's also not hard to have those conversations, because we can't sit here and say, oh, it's just so easy, because it's not. And we've mentioned that on the podcast before, like, especially starting that first conversation with someone or whatever it may be is incredibly tough. And I've even mentioned before where, I knew I was going to have that conversation with someone, and it took me most of the night and fucking 10 beers to finally get the courage to be like, so what's going on? So, it's not easy to start, but it is easy to have. And once you start having it, it can make you feel all the massively amounts better. So I think that's what we've really set out to do. And you'd probably agree that that's been something that has been the biggest feedback for us.
Well, I guess like originally we really didn't really set out to do anything, did we?
No.
But it's kind of like it's ended up being we've gotten to talk to some really cool people, and we were like, fuck, like this is a like one of the directions that we should definitely keep going, because it's like impactful. Yeah. So,
and like we've said, for us, because there's probably two main elements of the podcast now, which is the conspiracy stuff, which we've kind of backed away a little bit from, but
next week,
stuff, we're coming in.
Next week, coming in real hot. I've got a fucking whole presentation done up.
I'm fucking excited for that.
I'm ready to fucking roll,
but
bro.
As we've said a few times, the conspiracy stuff and the mental health stuff both have the same goal in mind, is that we want a better life for everyone. Yeah. So the conspiracy stuff is talking about, the systematic oppression and the bullshit that we deal with, and the cost of living, and the fucking, the military industrial complex, and all of those kinds of things that are like, setting us back as a society when we should be progressing towards this utopia, or at least making some sort of progress. And obviously a byproduct of that is mental health. And then there's obviously a mental health crisis that ties into all of that. So it's all, the same goal in mind, is trying to, have people asking more questions and wanting a better life for themselves. So that, as weird as it would seem to think that mental health and conspiracies are mutually exclusive in any way, but for us, it it really is, because we think
exactly,
that the mental health is a direct result of the shit that we have to fucking deal with every day. And when you peel back that veil, it really is. And it, you know, part of the broken system is with mental health is part of that larger, you know, corruption and desire to benefit pharmaceutical companies or whatever else. So, you know, that's where I guess they're probably our two strong suits, because they play directly into what we have as our own moral set and what we'd like to see for the world. So, and again, I think it's just about that we've tried to have those conversations in a way that is accessible, that isn't being force-fed down your throat. It's giving you the option to have open and free discussions with us when you write to us or whatever and say, and that's been the awesome thing, is that the feedback and some of the people now, like, shout out to Mr. Brad Hubbard, who bombards me with some fucking woke shit now.
That's fucking sick.
And, you know, it's kind of that cool thing where I'm watching him now really go through that kind of like
First
cycle that
initial,
me and you have gone through. Like, he's been kind of, you know, in it for a while, but now this shit's like really blowing his fucking mind the more that he looks into it. And I'm like, you know, it's almost like that old man looking at the young Padawan, like, oh, I was you once.
Yeah, fucking
so
so Lizzie, thanks for pointing that out. And I think we should actually thank our better halves while we're here, because Erica and Lizzie have really been supportive, like the whole time. Like, you know, she's literally been wearing this merch, like double layer of this merch. You know, like. And Erica, like, you know, always dropping you off, or every time we've done a show up there, or always bringing it up, or always chipping in, and it's like they've
awesome. And
been
just given us the freedom to do this and put our time and energy and money and everything into this as well. So, and you know, the results as we're hearing kind of speak for themselves. So, the next one is shout out to Paige. He said the live streams have been awesome. Being able to chat to my boys while they do their thing is great. And look, that's definitely something we're going to keep doing. I love the live streams.
We're due for one actually.
I think it's fun as just being able to see everyone talk shit in the comments, and it's so easy to riff off of people, you know, and we just kind of chuck things out there and everyone gives us that feedback back, and they've been largely successful, you know. We haven't done one yet where there's just Aaron and Rookie in there, like, we could have just done one at the house and we would have already been there, except now I'm having to fucking sit here and pretend like this is actually, there's someone in here. I definitely like doing that, and I think that's something that we'll do in the future. Brad Hubbard, I don't need the merch because there's obviously the competition, but I fucking love everything that you boys are doing. Also, aliens.
Yeah,
obviously that was a big one, which we've still got to get back to. We've got to get back into our part 2. We've left people on an absolute cliffhanger.
Well, look, there's going to be more than 2 parts. Oh yeah, right. But the thing is like we said, you know, for a while, for the last few episodes, and by few I mean like 10, we haven't done any planning.
No.
So, and the thing with the aliens is you need
put a lot of work.
You need
into
a
that.
fucking you need a really.
I watched Doco this fucking read article
because we do want to talk about area like S4 and 51 and Bob Lazar and his story, because that's pretty interesting as well. And then eventually, like down the line, I wouldn't mind actually like talking to some people, like some other people.
Yeah,
I think that'd be really cool about UFO. Like,
and there's a big like Australia community as well. Like, I jumped in a few of the pages in the lead up to that episode to try and get some more inside information, and obviously places that I could share the episode to try and get a few more tuning in. But
that's it.
Someone else said that as well. Andrea, shout out. She also said the conspiratorium. Ace said, in the most Ace way, oh yeah, I loved it when I got a shout out from
yeah.
Fucking absolute Ace.
So shout outs to Ace again then. There you go.
There you go. You've got 2 now.
You've got 2 shout outs.
Self-indulgent fuck. Aaron, my boy Aaron, saw our last guest on the podcast said giant lamingtons.
Such an
obscure thing to pick out.
Wow.
Can you yell out for us? What about the giant?
Come here and explain.
What is it about the giant? All the hard-hitting shit. And he's like, I just like the fact that they were big.
I just love me some fucking waff, really.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just a waff lover.
Yeah,
that's all
right.
there is to it.
Yeah, it does not mind a fucking waffle line.
Does love a good waffle, which is good.
Fair. And that giant lamingtons one, because that was our first wacky.
That was.
Weird
Yeah, that was
waffle.
our first. We need to do a few more of those too, because I genuinely enjoy the waffle. Yeah, I genuinely enjoy the wacky.
Why did we call it wacky, weird, and waffle? We've fucking slipped on the name that entire time.
Wait, what is it called?
Wacky, weird, and wonderful.
We didn't even know what the fuck it's called, do we?
Waffle's way better than wonderful. So I've said so many W words just then.
George way better than wonderful.
There's an episode. The next one we do, we're just going to call it Waffle's way better than wonderful. So I think there was one more.
Very good, very good.
There was a couple on the Instagram, but I can't be fucked digging it up, so I apologise. Oh, Rookie was
Man's
like,
just fucking limited to Facebook only. Like,
yeah, Rookie saying when Rookie got his first computer. But we actually, since we're, I'm not showing all the comments, so hold on, let me go and see.
you're just showing the most relevant.
Yeah.
But I don't know how Rookie getting his first computer is relevant, but
Oh, it was pretty hilarious. So, well, this is good because the only comment that was missing was the one that I think we're going to announce as the winner of this competition. Are we ready?
yes,
Ready to do
we're
that?
ready. Let's do it.
So the thing that he brought up, which I'd forgotten about from probably our most chaotic episode with Rudes, because he came in like a wrecking ball, that man, just full of fucking energy. He was our first guest, so we didn't really know.
Oh, was he our first guest?
He was our first
Really?
guest because we waited.
Oh, Rookie was the first guest.
First guest that counted.
First guest that we care about. But
Yeah, that's right. And we kind of didn't know how to have a guest yet or what to do.
Yeah.
So and he came in just with so aggressive. And one of the things that, it's good because that was one of it was like episode 6 or something like that. And the fact that this stuck out in Ryan's mind is he said it'd have to be the comment about Rudes with the horse-sized duck or duck-sized horses. We asked him the question and he's like, oh, look, I'm a lover, not a fighter. And I responded to Rudes and said, what if he owes you tick? And he goes, well, fucking kill the cunt then.
yeah.
And that's as about as fucking peak Rudes as it's going to get. That exact kind of like chain of fucking thinking. So the fact that stuck out to him is also why, my man, that you are our winner for the competition. Now, you better be listening because I'm not going to seek you out. So if I don't get an inbox from you in the next, I'll give you 2 weeks.
Yeah, give him
to
2
let me
weeks,
know.
yeah.
I'll be messaging you. I'll be like, oh, you still been checking out the podcast? He's like, oh, yeah, man. I'm like, well, that's weird because if you had been, you would have
realized you want some free shit.
Free shirt. So now I'm going to send you one with a fucking cigarette burn in it. Just to remind you, don't fuck around.
You're going to order it to your house, put a cigarette burn in it, then send it to him.
Then send it. It's going to cost me way more money.
Way more, but it's worth it.
But
it's worth it.
It's the message that I'm going to send.
So he has won himself a bit of a T-shirt for his contribution. Now, what exactly was that? You were saying the one he just did then was the comment.
Yeah, that was his comment then
cool.
About the Rudes one, and I thought that was a pretty good specific moment of an episode from the very early, within episode 6, I reckon that Rudes came on. The fact that one stuck out early to him and was something that made me laugh when I read it, I thought a deserving winner of our competition.
Yeah, what a legend, man. We really appreciate your support.
If I missed you ones that I didn't read out on the IG, I'm sorry. I just ate Carolina Reaper. I'm a shit host.
We're all fucked up. We're all fucked up.
Give us some hate. Like, inbox me and tell me I'm a fucking dog for reading it out because everyone's just like, oh, you guys are fucking doing this and doing that. So positive. Like, someone fucking tell us we're dickheads.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I share a post on Facebook yesterday just to get a little bit fucking thinking for a second before we wrap it up.
Yeah.
That was just talking about the amount of suicides in the first 6 months. You probably saw the post.
I did.
Compared to the amount of COVID deaths. And man, the fucking people came out of the woodwork straight away having a go at me, but no one's doing it with a potty. So no one's getting in me, stuck at me. Any of the shit we've said at the potty has told me I'm a fucking idiot.
Because they don't want to be fucking called out on the potty.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't want to be called out.
Yeah, they don't want to be fucking.
They don't want to be exposed. They don't want to be fucking. All right. Is there a guess of yours that tops it for you?
Oh, that's very tough. Aaron's pointing to himself like a Cunt's lucky I hang out with him and fucking have him as my favourite guest. So him and Rookie, my least favourite. I will say honourable mention to the Rookie and Manny Dak episode.
Oh yeah, that was good fun. That was just the boys, like,
and it was just ripping into Rookie for fucking 90 minutes.
Oh yeah, he wants a shout out. All right, shout out to the Unfortunate Sons.
Unfortunate cum stains.
Look, if you haven't heard of the Unfortunate Sons, YouTube, Unfortunate Sons, it's cooking. It's a cooking channel.
It's a cooking. Remember Ready Steady Cooked?
Ready Steady Cook.
Which was me on a Sunday in 2013. But
nah, look, it's our best friends, and they're out there. They're fishing, they're cooking, they're hanging out, they're forward driving. They're droning
until
they got
the
drone footage. It's killer, bro. They put in lots of work, and they deserve every fucking view.
Give them their flowers,
they get,
man.
So.
Let's give them their flowers. Not Rookie and Aaron though. But
you know what? My favourite was Big Al, I reckon.
Oh, see,
I had a fucking great time with Big Al. He was such a legend.
That man is just the most infectious laugh.
Yeah.
It's just that's where the hot sauce is from.
Yeah,
That night with him, and you can hear his laugh in the background of the fucking TikTok clip that I put up.
Yeah.
By the way, follow us on TikTok, you fucking dogs.
What is it? What is our TikTok? Is it Wormholes
Wormholes
podcast?
podcast. Wormholes _podcast, I think. Same as our IG.
I just fucking figure it out.
Yeah, just find it, bro.
Just find it.
Find it, send it. Yeah, Big Al's definitely right up there. It's really hard, man. I think we said obviously Mel and Blaze, they're pretty up there. I think Mark Ryan's very up there for me as well. That was just such a good chat. But maybe the next step, boys, for me.
Yeah.
I think that one, like, for me, it was just like having my mind blown about it the whole time, when they're talking about the ripple effect and all those things. Like, it was just one where instead of me just, trying to be delivering some sort of wisdom, I felt wisdom was absolutely being fucking bestowed upon me, and learning about the efforts that they were personally making in the field itself. And I think why it stands out is because it was also the first guest that we'd never met in our lives. And it kind of there was a bit of an angst around how well that was going to go, because it's not just the content or whatever, like, you don't know what they're like on a podcast situation.
Yeah,
exactly. You don't know if there's going to be some sort of weird,
energy
personality clash or you don't know anything.
Yeah.
So, and you're obviously having a conversation about a subject that's very, hard hitting and obviously something for them as well. They're speaking from very personal experience. So, for them to be able to come on and just fucking crush it the way that they did.
Yeah.
And the video not working as well as we wanted it has only really set a marker for us to make sure we get them back on in the future.
We will be getting them back on again.
That for me probably wins, because I think it was just the most impactful episode for me personally, where I really took so much away from it.
Yeah.
And like, what people don't see is that we finished recording and we're all just fucking hugging each other. Like, we've just met these blokes 2 hours ago.
Yeah, invited them
spoke to them for 20 minutes.
To the house,
sent them down the side alleyway, fucking sketchy as. And then we finish our recording and they're like, bring it in. And wanting to, get the selfie and stuff with us. And it was really cool. I remember fucking driving home that night, I put on, like, queued up some of my favourite songs and just fucking glided home.
This is why we fucking do the podcast. Like,
bingo. So what about you? What's really the standout of the guests as well for you?
Look, like I said, Big Al, Mark Ryan. Look, man, I've enjoyed talking to every single person we've been. I don't think there's been a guest that I've gone, oh, that wasn't really that great. I reckon every guest we've talked to has had a sick story. Yeah. So like Clay or Chris coming on talking about his music, or Paul and his son Jared coming on talking about the pubs, all the pubs that they went to. Man, all the guests, bro, they've all been fucking killer. But I think Big Al for me, man, he's such a G.
Clay's mental health clip for me is one of my favourites of the podcast as well. So because it was completely out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was.
We had no idea that we were going to talk about mental health at all. And the way that it just kind of happened organically through the question part of the thing, and then the conversation that kind of led on from that, like, listening back to it blew me away, more than even when I was in the conversation. So that for me is definitely a highlight of the entire time we've done it. As well. So yeah, man, it's been awesome. And to think, like, obviously it's been really quick. Like, the year has come around so fucking quickly. But when you look back at, there was already so many guests that I just didn't think of off the top of my head that we've been able to squeeze in the first 50.
Yeah.
And now we've kind of got plans to start. Well, I told you that the other day, like, some page followed us on Instagram, and she puts together it's called like the self-soothe box.
Yeah.
And all the boxes. Did you have a look at the IG?
I did.
Like,
yeah.
Fucking how cool. What an amazing product. So everyone go on IG and follow the self-soothe box. And they like a care package for mental health stuff, whether it's an anxiety diary or those little like popper fucking things and crystals and this and all of this kind of essential oils, all of that stuff. in a little like gift box thing. I think that's such a cool idea. Nothing
Yeah.
that anyone's doing.
Yeah.
She followed us because of the mental health stuff that we share on the page. I reached out to her. Turns out she's in fucking Adelaide. So we're going to organise a time to have a phone call just to kind of have a chat about everything.
Yeah.
And she's keen to come on and have a
Yeah.
chat with us. So that's the kind of stuff now, especially with the success of the next step one and whatever, where we're like, okay, we're in a position now where we can comfortably bring a guest on who we have no idea about, and it's going to go reasonably well most of the time.
Yeah.
We hope. I think that's the thing that we're going to really try to focus on now. We've kind of exhausted most of the friendship group, other than a few we haven't gotten to yet.
Yeah.
But start trying to reach out to people, and we've got a bit of a following, and it doesn't look like some weird shitty basement podcast where people are
Yeah.
like, I'm not coming to your dungeon.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think that's probably the focus for the next
And
50.
we're going to start. Yeah, and we're going to start really talking to some more international people as well. So hooking up some Zoom calls and really start I want to start reaching out to some bands and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We're going to start doing some reaction videos to new music.
Yeah.
We're going to start doing some Wormholes reacts. Some more mental health, more bands, more people doing cool shit, wherever they're from. So
I'm excited as fuck, man.
me too.
Should we fire up some fucking beer pong?
I think we should.
Well, thank you for the last year, man.
Yeah,
Thank you
thanks, bro.
for,
It's been fucking excellent.
as weird as it is to obviously kind of thank Rona, but it was the thing. It was the kick up the ass that we needed. We talked.
I think
about
we
it
said
for
that in
ages.
episode 0. We were like, "Fuck, we."
We came up with the Wormholes name through Unify, saying that was going to be the name when we finally got it started, and then going into lockdown was kind of like, well, we've got the fucking time now, let's make it happen.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Sure enough, 50 episodes in, I couldn't really be happier with how it's gone.
Yeah, me
we've
too,
got
man.
people
Me
buying
too.
merch, we've got people
Listening
actively
still.
contacting us, and we're bringing in more people that are listening.
Yeah.
Our social media presence is growing, and the sky's the limit with the potential for this now. So my beer's empty, but cheers to you, my brother. Thank you for a sick first year,
Fucking
and
oath, bro.
hopefully many more years to come.
Oh, well,
Hopefully we're doing-
100%, bro. There will be, man.
Hopefully
There will
we're
be.
doing a fucking episode 500 look back, and we're like,
Yeah.
Sonny, I remember
Remember when we fucking
when
were
Rudes-
frazzled as fuck on the fucking
Yeah.
Carolina Reapers?
So now we've started a tradition. Every 50 or 100 thing,
Yeah,
we've got to
yeah.
eat a fucking hot sauce, something or other.
Okay.
So
All
I've
right.
just
There's going to be
started a
some kind of
tradition.
challenge.
So it could be anything,
Okay.
some sort of hot food challenge.
Yeah.
And then we can start thinking about what we're going to do, and it will get more and more extravagant every year.
Yeah. Until eventually we're doing
well-
like live shows and shit where there's like crowds and shit there as well.
So at 100, we're going to be doing a hot food challenge as well.
Fuck yeah, dude.
All right, brother.
All right, bro. Let's get this beer pong
Beer pong
sorted.
rolling.
Let's do
oh,
it.
wait, hold on. Rookie's got something he wants to say.
Thanks for watching the 50th episode of the Wormholes podcast. It's sure not the first, but it may be the last, and every single one of you can eat my ass.
Fucking
And the power of
All
editing.
right,
the power of editing is
all right.
definitely
Fuck
gonna
yeah,
help us
dude.
there. And,
Follow the unfortunate sons.
yeah, that's the kind of content you're going to get. It's fantastic.
All
All
right.
right, brother. I'll see you on the beer pong
Let's do
table.
it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wormholes Beer Pong Championship for the 50th episode of the Wormholes podcast. To kick us off tonight, we got two of the biggest rat toy dog
Weasel mutt rats. We have.
What do we call what's the thing on my wall? What does it say? Chode on tap.
Showed on tap.
Sooty Muttage.
Sooty
The two sootiest mutts
We
that could
have
ever grace the beer pong table.
on your left, Mr. Aaron Saw.
That's your right.
No, you flip the screen, you fucking idiot.
Wait, is it?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Cut that part out.
on the right of the screen, not where I'm actually sitting geographically, we have Ryan Rookison, Roadie Rookie, weighing in at not very many pounds.
Weighs himself on the same scales he weighs his bags of meth with.
All right.
Guess we
Cut that
start
part out too.
speaking of bags of meth, let's do a rock off.
Nice.
Aaron Saw with the early victory.
Yeah, and the
Now-
loss.
Fun fact about Aaron, middle child of the Saw family, normally a partner in Justin and Beer Pong. We're going to see what he can bring to the singles game tonight.
Can't cop the first one off the rank.
Now, just to quickly run everyone through the rules, we got 6 cuppers, 2
There it
beers
is.
spread across 6 cups. Now, we will have throwbacks, which means if you get the ball in, you throw it back to the person who got it in. But we're not going to have any gillies. Now, a gilly is the rule where you catch it off the cup. Obviously,
Named
Adam
after the
Gilchrist.
great Adam Gilchrist.
But we're not going to have any gillies. Too much fucking around in this small venue.
We've started out strong. What's going on here?
Fucking massive hair in the cunt.
Well, looks
Oh,
like...
you got to eat that. You got to eat the hair now. You got to eat the hair.
That's a fucking woman.
Yeah, once the eye comes in, sometimes...
Oh, there it is.
Oh, the hair in this one.
That noise is gonna sound good.
Sometimes...
Mr. Robot, what a show. Have you ever watched Mr. Robot?
I watched a little bit of it.
Dude, you gotta
Shit!
Sorry,
This
can I
is
get
quick
that one back,
quick
please?
draw McGraw.
go back and watch that whole series. Mr.
Yeah.
Robot is fucking killer.
Goes
Go back to
right.
beer pong train, you fucking gug.
Well, Aaron's just taken a 1 cup deficit
He's down. He's
after
down.
2 in a row from Rookie.
Oh. See, Rookie's a bit of a dark horse. Once his eye's in,
Yeah. Once that meth kicks
once
in.
that fucking bags
Once
in.
he's eye in, it's good until he has 3 beers and then it's gone.
All right,
Let's
we're
hope-
kicking on. Let's go.
let's hope
Aaron
this is
3,
the-
Rookie 4.
Oh. And now this is what we wanted. We wanted this kind of game.
Yeah,
We
this
didn't
is
want
the.
People are tuned in right now and
People
they're
are
thinking,
fucking
wow, these
tuned.
motherfuckers have definitely played way too many games
Yeah.
of beer pong.
It's crazy.
And they
how
would be
much
right.
Of a seat there is, but everybody is on the edge.
You paid for the whole seat, but you're only going to be in the edge.
Reshuffle, thank you. Two at the front, one at the back.
Oh, the reshuffle. Now, the reshuffle is your...
Yeah, we
one
haven't
a
actually.
game.
We
You
actually.
explain it.
All right, so.
So in the
in
gentleman
our-
sequence? Explain
All
the
right.
gentleman sequence.
So the gentleman's sequence of a reshuffle, when you reach a specified amount of cups, you may call for a shuffle or reshuffle, right? And the gentleman's sequence is 2 at the front, 1 at the back, if you do decide to go at that time.
Not a common reshuffle. Other than our group, I've never seen anyone who doesn't know us going the 2 at the front, 1 at the back.
Yeah, it's
Go
quite
for
a-
the 2 at the front, 1 at the back.
Yeah. Oh. You know what? He's fucking
taken the
dialed in,
lead.
bro. He's dialed the fuck in.
Is this a rotary phone? Because this motherfucker's dialed in.
Brother, I've been telling you, since you planned this episode, I've been practicing.
If you don't lose
8
now.
weeks.
Don't lose now.
Yeah, fuck off.
Can't hold me back any
Oh,
It's good.
He's really letting go.
Now, we'll just give them a quick introduction if they don't know about redemption. Now, the person who gets the first final cup in, the other person gets a shot at redemption.
Yeah.
So if they can make a shot after you get the final cup in, they buy themselves back into the game.
Exactly, yeah.
Some
So,
people play it that they win. I think that's a bullshit because that person
yeah, that makes no fucking sense. So,
buying
it's-
themselves back in like an extra life, like a little green mushroom from Mario.
Yeah.
That's a way better way to play
exactly,
redemption.
exactly.
And we do like mushrooms on this podcast.
We do.
so- Oh.
Shit.
The angle up. It's all about the angle.
Oh, that was good.
All right,
See,
okay,
you
well
switch
done.
the angle.
See, I
That's
gave
what I
him
always
the
do.
angle.
I was literally like this, like, oh, go the angle.
Gave him the angle
I'm
too.
like, gotta switch up the fucking. Gotta switch up the.
The angle of your dangle, mate. That's what matters.
Oh.
It's not, what is it? It's not the motion. It's not the size of your...
Here we have De Freitas on the
I'm gonna
14th.
aim to miss and see what happens.
Oh,
it
just when
doesn't
you
even
thought
matter.
The action was quieting down.
It doesn't
Now,
even matter.
got
Here
the
we go.
redemption shot. He makes this. He stays in the game. He misses it.
Shawshank, bit of red dent.
No, and we have a winner. One Saw brother takes the victory. Now we're going to have a doubles game, ladies and gentlemen.
Each other though, but fuck you.
And we're back. We got round 2 now. We're doing Brothers of Destruction and the
Good names.
shit names.
No.
Both named Ryan.
Don't fucking shit on us. From the
Don't
get-go.
toy with something that's been
Right.
going for 10 years, cunt.
It's good
hold on.
names. It's good names versus shit names, or if you want to call it the Brothers of Destruction. That seems to think.
Wait,
seem
actually,
to
wait, let's make this interesting. If we win this game, use a forever shit name.
Shit, oh. And we're brothers
we've got
of
good
anal,
names, so-
and we're
so-
brothers of
If
anal
we
destruction.
lose, we're brothers of getting out
Anal destruction.
No, you're brothers of shit names.
We've got different.
Yeah, AJ.
All right.
Yeah, good call.
Oh, yeah,
play
that's
what?
crazy because we know people that can think of different names, so we have shit
Fucking
names.
whatever, cunt.
We didn't even rock off.
All right, let's go.
Really?
Post.
They named Justin, Aaron, and then Aaron Justin for the third one.
All right, let's go.
I know what people you know. Carl, if you're watching this, I love you, mate.
You're a dog.
But if you grew up in Golden Grove, your name's Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a
All the
proper,
names I
proper
have.
Golden Grove. Oh, good catch, dickhead.
Watch those elbows as well, mate. Just
No, that one.
Yeah, watch that attitude, dickhead.
put an elbow.
This
through
guy
the
looks like the
wall.
fucking top of the mountain.
Yeah,
on
look
the
at
bridge.
this guy. Look at this guy. living over the fucking line.
What? I was against the wall.
So what postcode is? Oh, sorry, no fixed address.
No fixed address lane. That's my granddad's throw.
Oliver tanking this fucking photo lens, or?
Oh, all right.
Nice. Oh, we'll just grab that back, thanks.
Yeah, we'll just go round two. Next time you want to throw more beer on the expensive equipment, that would be sweet.
Why are you saying? Why are you saying?
I'm fuck with you, bro. Do it.
Why are you saying "will" when it's all you so far? Don't try and include that piece of shit in this.
Elbows.
Well, yeah.
Why would you say that to me?
Oh, do you want to hit the ball on the
If
expensive?
I was an elbow, I would be Macho Man.
This guy's like, if I was
savaging
elbows,
through
like,
that fucking
If I had
ball.
elbows, I'd be real pissed off.
If I had a funny bone.
Oh, spin a
He's
Rooney.
dialed in tonight.
He's
He
got
is
his eye in.
dialed
I've only had one shot so far, so it doesn't count.
Except for the 35 shots you had in the last game where you couldn't hit your last 2 cups. Crazy.
That was the last episode. What are
Crazy,
you doing
so
about?
crazy. That's a bounce shot too, technically.
Oh shit!
He's in. Oh!
Can I get the
Come
Melbourne
on, son.
reshuffle?
Yes, give us that sweet reshuffle. I'm getting carried, dude.
Hey!
Coming from the guy who said like 3 words in the episode.
Oh!
You're eating 4 cups. Coming from the guy that has 4 cups. Yeah, that is correct.
No, he's a shoe in. He doesn't have a shoe on though.
Yeah, we're shooing for the win.
Nice.
Not a good start.
Good start at all.
Oh!
Yeah, I regret
Imagine.
that.
Imagine from here we would
You don't have to imagine. It's
not
gonna be a reality in
respected
about 5
the
minutes.
beer pong community. Oh,
Nah, no good.
feels good.
We're gonna rearrange, thanks.
Yeah, 2 at the front and fucking
front,
whatever's left at the back.
Scary now.
Cups need to be kissing.
It's
please.
scary.
Come on, what do you think is going to be?
They went for a rearrange
Cups need to
27
be.
minutes after.
Cups need to be fucking.
In the circle? Is that what you're about to say?
Don't worry about it.
Because that is not in a circle, if you ask me.
Don't worry about it. Just drink
Third
it.
umpire says.
Don't worry about it. Just drink it.
Oh,
That was my pterodactyl impression.
I like a compost bin.
Shit's gonna be fucked if that falls. Mainly my fucking.
Alright, so, okay, cool. Alright, well. Stay.
Like any yoink.
Right off.
Here we go. The first round of the 2
Do you want to move that
dickheads.
beer out of the way of the cup?
Rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first.
Move the cloth. We can edit all this out. Move the cloth.
The clock's not in picture.
Close on the picture.
Uh,
I like how your faces are in the bottom, very bottom hand corner there when you're leading.
With the rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first.
Nah,
It
leave-
is
like, leave
in
your face
3,
in
2,
there.
1. Ooh, with the victory to no
Hey-oh. Double scissor.
You got your boy Ryan.
Here we go.
It's a good name versus the shit names tonight. The good name's got the first shot. How's he gonna go? Boss!
Oh, and
That was
the
the body
first
as
shot-
well.
His elbows were over the line,
put
but
the
no one
body
paid
up
attention
front.
to it.
Yeah.
In the
The
danger
first
zone.
shot from
In
the
the
host
danger
game
zone.
is a miss. Here we go with the second shot.
All right, let's go. I'm due for one.
Oh,
Oh!
would you look at that absolute shunster? Back to you, Aaron.
He finally hits his second cup for the day.
He's getting his eye in now, which is good.
I'm hitting it when it matters, bro.
And,
That's,
and if he's man enough to win a game, he's man enough to get a tattoo. What should he get, guys? Let us know in the comments. He should get a tattoo. What should he get on his left back thigh? On his middle side, spin it topwise. What should he get inked into that skin?
Should it be a wormhole
Oh!
coming from the
And it's another victory to the
Well, we
good
have to get
names.
Wormholes logo or something tattooed at one point in time.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
100 episodes. 100
Can you
episodes.
please get rest in peace, Granddad? Just for
Rest in peace.
Wow.
just for personal references. Even
That's
if your
my
granddad's still
granddad's
alive.
tattoo.
Yeah.
That's my granddad's tattoo.
That's him.
Oh!
I'll go.
We have a second cup hit from the Tyres man himself.
Wants to get that lead.
That is a big
He's got his
goal
eye in.
line.
Oh, but he fucked himself with the diamond ball.
Oh, Ryan
Now he's
talks.
got the old little squiggly line.
That's it. I've got the old Mr. Squiggly.
Ryan obviously has his prescription eye in today, ladies and gentlemen.
Just watch those elbows. Hey, do you give an elbow check
It's
there?
performance
we are
performance
legally-
enhancing headwear. That's what you got, bro.
And he's got the
Oh!
vodka as well. I've just had.
I'll go the hat trick. I'll
Oh.
go the fucking hat trick.
Oh, can you please do a trick with your hat before you take your third shot?
Nah.
Oh, alright. That would have been 2 hat tricks in one.
That was a hat trick. That was the.
No,
Oh no. Vodka's got him fucked up. I can't do tricks.
Just ignore everything Rookie says. He's a piece of shit anyway.
No, only he can do. Only he can do hat tricks. I can't.
This is bad.
Like, it's straight over the shoulder, like walking through the fields, you know? Like,
Oh! he's
Fiona takes a
finally.
swing and she connects. Here we
He's
go.
arming me up. I'll go.
Oh,
Whoa.
he was just ripping into
Diamonds
me about the
are
diamond.
forever, ladies and gentlemen. Diamonds are forever.
I need every bit of fucking help I can get right now.
Thanks, Lizzie.
Very much. Oh!
We have 2 cups in a row, ladies and gentlemen. 2 cups in a row.
Stop slow-moing.
I'm so happy that I've
He's
made
fired
myself
up.
look at least respectable
Bro,
now.
my mind is stuck on slow-mo. I was knocked out
You're about
twice
to get a
before
hot
that
ladle
moment.
of pumpkin soup.
3 times, sorry.
Twice after.
Oh!
Ladies and gentlemen, J-Man has left himself with a split. It is not an ideal situation
It's
to be
not an
in.
ideal situation at all.
But if he
we
can,
got one
if he
minute.
can sink one of these cups,
Yeah, we got the old 420 split.
then we are hunky dory, ladies and gentlemen.
Hunky dory.
Oh!
Yeah, get me a slow-mo.
Oh!
He's taking the lead.
That was so bad.
We got it on
finish
camera,
it
it doesn't matter.
Finish it off, son. Let's go.
Oh!
Oh!
no way!
Shit, son!
Got redemption.
Are we going some Shawshank or some Red
Did
Dead
he
here,
shoot
guys?
him McGavin himself?
Do we
and
want
blow
some-
his load early?
Oh!